Good afternoon, everybody. Well, this is a great turnout. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Kate Kuzminski, and I'm the medical director here at Guide Dogs for the Blind. I oversee the veterinary teams that on both campuses, as well as the veterinary financial assistance program. Our team's probably touched every dog in this room, which is fun, and I'm also excited to be here on this end of it today. I just really want to welcome you all to this celebration. So thank you for joining us today, both in person and virtually. We are live streaming from Guide Dogs for the Blind on the California campus. And whether you are enjoying this in person or virtually, whether it's your first, second, or 30th graduation, welcome. We're really glad that you are here today. We are here to celebrate 2 new breeder dogs and their custodians. We have 2 new canine buddies, buddy teams, and we have 6 new guide dog teams. It's a big day today. Yeah, let's give it up. We also are here to applaud the generosity of all those who have helped us make today happen. First of all, I would like to acknowledge our puppy raisers. To those of you in the room and to those of you who are seeing us virtually, thank you for helping us prepare these special dogs for their roles. Literally, I think it's quite obvious, we literally can't fulfill our mission without you. You put your heart and soul into every one of these dogs, and it really shows. Yeah. We look forward to hearing from some of you today, so just really thank you so much. Next, I want to acknowledge our donors, and I just want to say, we want to say thank you for really helping us provide a lifetime of support for our alums at no cost to them. We don't receive any government funding, so we are very, very, very thankful for your support. I have a number of sponsors to thank today, so here I go. So Guide Dogs for the Blind gratefully acknowledges Bill and Wendy Gershon of Carlsbad, California, for their lifetime team sponsorship of Rachel, Gerald, and Falk. For the Danville, California Puppy Raiser Club for its sponsorship of the harness for Rachel, Jarrell, and Falk. Okay, I got a big family here. Maybe some of you are in the room. We have Mom, Pa, Aunt Kate, Uncle Chris, Aunt Cheryl, Uncle Jerry, Aunt Stacy, and Uncle Steve for their sponsorship of the harnesses for Stacy Bassett and Renly, and Sarah Soper and Valley. Thank you. And we also want to thank Lillian Tremoroli for her generous sponsorship of a harness for each graduating class of 2025. Thank you so much. And finally, to our volunteers and employees, thank you for all that you do to support our mission. Whether you help by working directly with the dogs in administration or directly with our clients, we are so grateful for what you do. So we appreciate you. Thank you. We'd like to share a short video about our mission. This video is auto-described. So in addition to the narrator, you will hear a second voice describing scenes in the video. Captions are also included. These inclusive features can ensure everyone can access and enjoy the video. So let's cue the video.
At Guide Dogs for the Blind, we believe that everyone deserves to move through the world safely and confidently, to live the life they want to live.
A man and his guide dog walk through a park.
Our life-changing programs meet people who are blind or visually impaired wherever they are along their journey, whether that's by matching individuals with highly qualified guide dogs, providing guide dog readiness skills in our orientation and mobility immersion program,
A man holds a white cane and smiles broadly.
or pairing youth and adults with the companionship of a canine buddy.
A young girl cuddles with her canine buddy.
Together, we are GDB.
My name is Renee Carrasco. My dog's name is Snoopy.
Renee sits in front of a fireplace.
So the reason that I wanted to get a guide dog was because I came across some videos from Guide Dogs for the Blind, and that was my introduction to guide dog travel.
Renee and Snoopy walk along a city sidewalk and cross a street at an intersection.
What I saw was the ease of travel, the speed that the guide dog handler would move with. That's what I wanted for myself. And not only that, but it was also the companionship.
Renee and Snoopy play with a tug toy outside in the yard.
Working.
And I'm saying that because I'm Canadian, so that's shout out to the Canadians. All right, so what do you think, Etienne? Will we be having this video or should? One more try. Okay, we're going to do one more try. Let's see. Success.
Guide Dogs for the Blind, we believe that everyone deserves to move through the world safely and confidently, to live the life they want to live.
A man and his guide dog walk through a park.
Our life-changing programs meet people who are blind or visually impaired wherever they are along their journey, whether that's by matching... Providing guide dog readiness skills in our orientation and mobility immersion program,
A man holds a white cane and smiles broadly.
or pairing youth and adults with the companionship of a canine buddy.
A young girl cuddles with her canine buddy.
Together, we are GDB.
My name is Renee Carrasco. My dog's name is Snoopy.
Renee sits in front of a fireplace.
So the reason that I wanted to get a guide dog was because I came across some videos from Guide Dogs for the Blind, and that was my introduction to guide dog travel.
Renee and Snoopy walk along a city sidewalk and cross a street at an intersection.
What I saw was the ease of travel, the speed that the guide dog handler would move with. That's what I wanted for myself. And not only that, but it was also the companionship.
Renee and Snoopy play with a tug toy outside in the yard.
Working with Snoopy has changed my life dramatically because there's so much freedom that comes along with having a guide dog. It's made the hard parts of blindness not so hard.
Renee sits next to Snoopy and gives him a pat on the chest.
I feel like my outlook on life and the world is so much more positive having Snoopy in my life.
My name is Amit Ahuja and my guide dog's name is Tashi.
I had the opportunity to complete Guide Dogs for the Blind's Orientation and Mobility Immersion program.
Amit stands on a path with his white cane.
And not only did it help me learn to navigate my environment more safely using a white cane, it also made me an even more confident guide dog handler.
My experience was just fabulous.
Amit and his O&M instructor analyze an intersection and cross a city street.
We trained in different locations, practiced different skills, worked out a way to analyze a traffic crossing. I think GDB has transformed my life. To say that it's meeting my needs would be an understatement.
My name is Ella, and this is my canine buddy, Lafferty.
Ella sits on the floor of a living room next to a black lab.
Lafferty is just so amazing in many ways. He's such a good boy. He brings me so much joy and is one of my best friends.
With kids with visual impairments,
Ella's mom, Christy McKerney.
the struggle is real for social contact. It's hard to make friends sometimes. And with Lafferty, he's an automatic draw for all kids, which is wonderful. Lafferty has totally opened up, for Ella, new social connections.
Back to Ella.
I would recommend Canine Buddies. They're just really good dogs, and they can change a person's life and make it better.
All of Guide Dogs for the Blind services are provided free of charge, and our work is made possible by the generous support of our donors and volunteers.
Renee sits next to Snoopy on the grass in the park.
We receive no government funding.
This organization has made such a huge impact on my life and the lives of so many countless people, and the donors are the ones that make that possible.
Close-up of Snoopy.
Thank you so much.
Ella and Lafferty.
Thank you.
From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Amit and his guide dog Tashi sit on a beach and watch the sunset.
Together, we are unstoppable. To learn more about our life-changing programs and to support our work, please visit guidedogs.com or scan the QR code.
Great, I love that video. Well, let's get started. I'm gonna pass the mic to Megan Fraser from our breeding department, who will present our 2 breeder dogs today. Thanks, Megan.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. So I am here to welcome our beautiful breeders, the 2 we have today. Well, let me read my little blurb first. Guide Dogs for the Blind breeds Labrador Retrievers, Golden Retrievers, and Lab Golden Crosses that are specially selected for excellent temperament, intelligence, and health for our guide dogs and canine buddies. Once a dog is added to the breeding program, it is placed into a carefully screened, loving custodial home within a 50-mile radius of the San Rafael campus. So today we have Haiku, who was raised by Jeannie Baker of San Ramon, and because she lives nearish,
49 miles.
she is also her breeder custodian.
So Haiku is what we call a foster or starter fail. So a year ago, July, I had a 14-month-old guide dog puppy, and email went out there was, could anybody just start a puppy? So I went, sure, why not? So I got Haiku, who has done everything I've ever asked of her and been perfect, so there was no way I was giving her up. And I told her she had to become a breeder because she represents the best of everything for guide dogs. She's the 29th puppy I've had, so I know what I'm talking about. So she has just been spectacular. So I told her she had to be a breeder so she could come back to me. That was the only way, because there's nothing else she could fail at to come home. But I'm part of the Danville Club, which is well represented today because they started Renly, who is graduating, and Falk was raised in our club as well. And there's many puppy sitters who've helped all of us with these puppies. And she was so easy, I thought, well, the starter puppy stuff is a good gig. So I've had 4 starter puppies since I got her. So she's had lots of being a mentor practice, so she'll be a great mom. And I've had a housemate that has taken more puppies out to do their business than anything else, although she's moving to Texas Tuesday, but special thanks to her.
Thank you, Jeannie. So then today we also have Lanza, a female black Labrador retriever, and she was raised by Erin Ruvalcaba of Pomona, California. And her breeder custodian is Dan Vangelos.
Okay, thank you. Well, first and foremost, I want to say thank you to my family, to everybody who's had a hand in raising Lonza, whether it was back home in Pomona or up here in Davis, where she attended classes with me. And there's a lot of people that had a hand in helping to raise her and take care of her and make her who she is today. And I'm really thankful for Dan and Meg. They seem such a wonderful family, and I'm happy to see where she and they go from here. So, thank you.
Thank you, Erin. And I'm going to hand it off, I think, to Larissa for Canine Buddies.
Thank you. I have the pleasure of announcing 2 Canine Buddy partnerships. GDB's Canine Buddy program matches specially selected dogs to become buddies to people who are blind or visually impaired, including children ages 5 and above and adults of all ages. Canine Buddy dogs are not surface dogs, but are wonderful companions that bring joy and are a connection to the GDB community. The Canine Buddy program is one of our core client programs, and teams have access to the same level of service as our guide dog teams. First is Gregory Dalton of Truckee, California, who received Tori, a black female brindle Labrador Golden Retriever cross raised by Valerie and Richard Mall of Fairfield, California. The photo shows Gregory sitting on a deck with Tori in a sit by his side. Both are smiling at the camera while Gregory pets Tori, who is wearing her blue Canine Buddy scarf. In the background, there are large fir trees. A note from the raisers. My husband Rich and I are the lucky ones who raised Tori. She is the 14th puppy we raised for guide dogs. From the beginning, she was an awesome puppy, a quick learner, smart and sweet. She is also a showstopper with her brindled cheeks and legs. Photo description. Tori lays on a blanket in a park in the shade. She's wearing her green puppy jacket and is smiling at the camera. Her raiser is sitting behind her on the blanket, and there is a crowd of people in the background enjoying the park on a sunny day. Next is Stephanie Saknoff of San Diego, California, who received Nectarine, a female yellow Labrador Retriever raised by Susanna, Brian, and Aaron Kelly of Dallas, Texas. Client note, I feel incredibly honored to have been partnered with the sweet, smart, and playful Nectarine. She is an amazing canine buddy. In just 2 months, she has already given me strength and even eagerness to have more conversations around my blindness. Navigating childhood and adolescence with a disability brought many challenges, but the most difficult was developing my confidence. Although I have come a long way over the past 30 years, it's incredible what happens when there is a dog by your side. Receiving a canine buddy feels like the culmination of so many moments throughout my life, and there are many people to thank. First and foremost, I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to the Kelly family for their hard work raising Nectarine. The time, effort, and emotional energy they invested in her is a gift to me I will be forever grateful for. I would never have ended up on this journey without the support of my family and friends. I am so appreciative of my parents, who have always been fierce advocates for me, my sisters, who always made sure I felt normal, and my husband, who never lets me feel like a burden. Thank you to GDB staff for your dedication to the visually impaired community. Blindness is a spectrum, and your understanding of this concept has created a diverse four-legged pack inclusive of us all. Thank you for enhancing my life through Nectarine. Photo description. 2 photos. The first is Nectarine sitting on a grass patch, smiling at the camera. She is wearing her blue Canine Buddy bandana. The second is Stephanie smiling, looking down at Nectarine. The San Diego Bay and Coronado Bridge are behind them. The note from the raiser. Nectarine is the 7th puppy our family had the privilege to raise, and we are so excited for her graduation. Nectarine is a fantastic dog. From day one, she has always been an attentive and eager puppy. She has a wonderful attitude and thoroughly enjoys training. She has a spirit of exploration and loves going on outings. Nectarine has been all over the Dallas-Fort Worth area. She's been to the Dallas Arboretum and Fort Worth stockyards, explored local museums, been up close to orchestras and choirs, strolled down busy downtown and visited farmyards, and ridden on trolleys and horse-drawn wagons. She's been a good Texan and gone to the State Fair of Texas. She's always up for an adventure. We will miss our sweet Nectarine and her happy wiggles. She was a delight to raise, and we know that wherever she goes, she will bring a bit of sunshine and love. We are so excited for Stephanie and Nectarine as they start their new partnership. We couldn't be happier. Photo description: a young Nectarine sits calmly in her green puppy vest and gentle leader. She is looking up at the camera. And now Kareth will be introducing the members of Class 1038.
All right, it is my pleasure to introduce the graduating class of 1038. And first up, we have Stacy Bassett of Bowling Green, Ohio. She received Renly, a female black Labrador retriever raised by John and Addison Hetzel of Santa Rosa, California, and Viana Kwok of Walnut Creek, California. Stacy lives with her husband in a haunted house where she writes romance novels. The ghosts never bother her and her dogs, though. She's really looking forward to introducing Renly to her beautiful retired guide, Daniela. They're going to be fast friends.
Good afternoon, everyone. I feel so much pressure to be the first one to speak. There are so many people that I need to thank. I need to describe to you all that Renly is currently wearing a very sparkly pink birthday crown because today, friends, our graduation day is also her second birthday. I know. And a lot of food reward went into the keeping of the crown upon her head. So there are a lot of people here to thank today. I just want to start out, I'm going to try not to be rambly, but I cannot make any promises. But I just kind of want to say something first, and that is that 30 years ago when I was 16, I stood on the old graduation stage. Anybody remember the old graduation stage with the old dorm? I know, long time ago, and I was 16, so now you know how old I am, a woman of a certain age. But I stood there with my twin sister, and we graduated with our first dogs. And that experience of going to guide dogs changed my life and basically completely shifted the trajectory of what I was going to do with my life and started me down a very different path. And Renly is going to lay down and try to scrape off her crown, but we're just going to let her and pretend we can't see her doing it. And so I'm just so thankful to Guide Dogs for the Blind as an organization for all that they've done for my sister and me in terms of our independence and our confidence. And Guide Dogs has brought so many friends into my life. I'm going to try to do this without weeping like a drama queen. So many people I've met through my association with Guide Dogs, and a lot of them are here in the audience today. One of my first Guide Dogs puppy raisers is here. Oh my gosh, whew, cry. And one of my best friends that I met during college, and we're still friends today, she's here. I just can't believe it, all because of Guide Dogs. And then for a brief and glorious time, I worked here at Guide Dogs in the training department, and I met so many wonderful, fabulous people who've become friends and family to me as well. And they're here too, and I just can't believe it. I just feel so honored that so many people have come to experience this with me. Okay, that was sappy, and we're gonna move on. And I'm gonna try not to make the next part sappy. So talking about Miss Renly here with her birthday crown that's probably all askew that I am not going to touch. So I met Renly almost 2 weeks ago. And I was going through a very emotional time. I had just retired my beloved previous guide, Daniela, and I had a lot of big feelings about it. And when I first met Renly, I was trying to be all like, oh, hi, baby, you know, oh, you're so cute. Well, but on that same day, my previous guide, Daniela, was actually at the vet on IV fluid. She got very ill after I left. So it was very dramatic because, of course, anything that happens to me is going to be dramatic. And I was trying to, you know, get to know Renly, and I was also talking about my dog's vet care at the same time. And Renly, being the intuitive diva that she is,
climbed in my lap and gave me kisses and made me completely cry because she knew I needed a little bit extra from her that day. And that's how Renly's been this whole class. She knows that I am extra and sometimes I need a little extra from her, and she's given it, and she's also given me space to kind of feel my big feelings about retirement and starting over. I would like to thank my instructor, Kareth, and I'm not going to cry. I would like to thank Kareth for being so fabulous to me all the way through training and for giving me space to feel my big feelings, but also telling me all the great stories about Renly and making me laugh and singing with me to Taylor Swift and just making training the absolute best possible training. She and Darren gave me the most beautiful dog, and I know that she's the dog that I need for this chapter in my life. I'd like to thank all of the dorm staff for the way that they took care of us, the food that they fed us, the way that we sang AI songs about the kitchen with Brendan, and Eric for making us creme brulee last night just because we said we wanted it. I'd like to thank the nursing staff as well for also babying me as I went through shin splints during training, because this girl, she can move, and I have to move with her. So, and I'd just like to thank my class. We were fabulous, you guys. We were the best. We became friends. We were a family. And it's going to be so hard to go home and not see everyone, you know, every day. And who am I going to have lunch with? I don't even know. But thank you for being amazing, particularly Clay for being the only man in our ladies class. You did, you did a great job. And finally, I just want to thank the donors who make all of these teams possible and for being one of the reasons that my life has been changed for the better. And one last thing, because no one thought I'd do it, and I'm going to do it. So today, as I said, is Renly's second birthday, and my twin sister, who's sitting over there laughing behind her hands, bet me that I would not stand up here and do a very cringy thing that I always cringe hard when other people do, and I would not sing happy birthday to my dog with all of you singing right along with me, but I'm going to. And you're going to sing with me, all right? And she also bet me that I wouldn't sing it in the kind of, you know, vein of a Broadway showgirl, but I'm gonna. So, without further ado, on the count of 3, let's all celebrate Renly today. And I did not thank your puppy raisers. Oh my goodness. Thank you for taking such beautiful care of this dog, for loving her, for giving her an amazing foundation. I am so thankful for you, and I'm so happy to have you in my life, and we will stay in touch, and we will, you know, honor Renly together for the rest of her very long career. So thank you so much for loving her. And now, everyone, for Renly, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Renly. Happy birthday to you.
Well, that's a tough act to follow, but I'll give it a try. So we're just so proud of Renly, and we're just so happy that Stacy picked her, and we're happy that it worked out. Renly is our first puppy, and we weren't sure what to do. I'm really thankful for the Santa Rosa Puppy Group for all the panic phone calls when we didn't know what to do, or she was acting a certain way, or had something that was difficult for us, but we really appreciate their backup as well. Renly was just a delight. We had heard that she came from championship lineage with Tudor and Beatrice as her parents, so had more than one panic moment. I was like, oh my gosh, don't screw this up. But thankfully, despite our mistakes, Renly did a great job. We're super proud of her, and we're just thrilled at how it worked out.
Just give me 1 second while I get this together. Okay, I'm going to try not to cry, but we'll see how this goes. When my dad and I first brought Renly home as a wiggly puppy, I knew my job was to teach basic obedience, confidence, and love. But I did not realize this dog would become one of my best friends. and how much I would learn. One of my fondest memories was when I was 35 weeks pregnant with my daughter, and my best friend and I decided it was a good idea to try induced labor. Well, we took her with us, and about 5 miles into it, she was like, I'm done. Well, thank goodness for my best friend's boyfriend, because he had to carry her back the whole entire way. She was so tired. Renly taught me patience, joy in the smallest moments, and the power of selfless giving. Saying goodbye may be one of the hardest things I've done, and it's not easy, but it's filled with pride, knowing that the dog that started not only a passion of training for me and gave me so much love and joy is about to change someone else's life, someone else's world for the rest of Renly's remaining life. And we couldn't be more proud of Renly and happy for Stacy.
Thank you so much. All right. And next up, we have, right behind me. There you go. Next up, we have Katie Klein of Bettendorf, Iowa. She received Lirio, a female black Labrador retriever raised by Donna and Scott Munson of Reno, Nevada, and Susan and Lee Landreth of Sparks, Nevada. Katie is currently in graduate school getting her master's in clinical social work to be a therapist. She's excited to bring Lirio home to meet her 4 kids and retired guide. She is also excited for Lirio to visit all the clinics and schools. She knows Lirio will bring smiles to everyone she meets.
So, I don't think that Stacy should have gone first, because nobody's going to even come close to that. And she's a romance novelist, so like the rest of us, we don't have a hope. I just want to say thank you to Guide Dogs for the Blind and for everybody who has had a hand in raising Lirio, to training her. Everybody has been so supportive, and I feel like Guide Dogs for the Blind, we become a family. And I'm grateful that I had a wonderful trainer, Bobby. He's not here today. He said he had to go to a wedding. I know. I knew it was going to be a fun class when the trainers introduced themselves, and 3 of them were like, yeah, we went to school to train dolphins and wild animals. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be good. And it was great. Like, the trainers are amazing. They're so supportive. And even though it kind of feels like dog boot camp, because she's my second guide, and I think I forgot everything that I used to know. And so I felt like I had to start from the beginning. And it was challenging and also wonderful. So my first guide, her name is Cypress, and she's retired. And I was thinking about how different she felt compared to Lirio. So I was thinking about that, and I think Cypress kind of felt like an old minivan. Like when you're driving it, you know, it's like done a great job. There's been like tons of memories, but it's kind of slowing down, and you need something new. And the minute I put my hand on Lirio's harness, and she started pulling me, it felt like I got a new sports car. Because she is so happy to work. She's so happy to take me on routes and to show me to safety. She's smart. She's so smart. And she has so much, a little bit of puppy left in her. She loves playing outside. In the play yards, we have these giant eggs. Who knew that a giant egg could fly so high in the air when a dog like Lirio decides to put her nose under it and flip it up against the fence? But she's so fun, and I'm so grateful for her. I'm grateful for the opportunity I have to have a guide dog. It really does open doors, and they change our lives in all the good ways. And I'm just so grateful for everybody who supports this organization and everybody who supports us. It's truly a huge blessing, and I'm so grateful. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Donna, and we were Lirio's puppy raiser. Oh yeah, and Scott, my husband, and I want to give a shout out to Sue and Lee Landreth, who also co-raised Lirio, and they have raised 48 dogs. Yes, so they're pros, and Lirio is our 10th dog, so I feel like we know nothing compared to them. But anyway, we also had the privilege of raising Lirio's mother, Tulsa. And I just want to say congratulations to Lanza, Lirio's sister, for becoming a breeder. So we're going to pay a lot of attention to what happens with Lanza in the future. But, you know, it was just mentioned about being family. And I do have to say that Guide Dogs is an amazing group of people. And, you know, you make connections with people. You don't lose those connections. Those connections last a lifetime. And we're excited to have a connection with Katie and follow Lirio as to, you know, how their life is, their new adventure together. So, you know, it's going to be very exciting. And I'm excited just to watch their journey and see how, I mean, the energy, she has energy, I can tell, and she's motivated. So she has a perfect dog because this dog has so much energy and motivated. Oh my gosh. And she talked about the egg. Well, I have to tell you a little story that when we were raising her, we had some balls to play with and we took them all away, and she was so upset. She was like, what happened to all my balls? So she went around the yard and she found a rock and put it in her mouth and tossed it in the air like it was nothing. I mean, anyway, she was quite a character. And we loved her, we miss her, but we're so glad we get to stay connected. And anyway, I don't know if, I guess that's it. So if you want to say anything.
Do I? Stage fright, big time. So anyway, it's going to be short and sweet. What comes to my heart is I'm just really thankful for the staff and the trainers that took Lirio to the next level in her life. And I just want to say that today to them. Okay.
And next up, we have Clayton Jones of Denver, Colorado. He received Magnus, a male black Labrador retriever raised by the Templeton family of Penn Valley, California, and the Constantino family of Grass Valley, California. Clayton Jones is retired and now is a houseman, which means he cooks and cleans for his wife. He enjoys working with his hands and loves to do carpentry projects. He has 4 sons and 17 grandchildren. He is excited to introduce his dog to his entire family and to the life of being a Broncos fan.
I'd like to thank all my friends and family that came to support me, and Guide Dog for coming here and letting me do what I do. So I'm not too much of a thank you. That's all I can say.
Hello. My name is Julie, and I was a co-raiser with Sharon and her family raising Magnus. So here we go. People often ask me, how do you give them back? And I always tell them, yes, it's extremely difficult, but it is also incredibly rewarding. Moments like this are exactly why I do this. If I can play even a small part in this amazing journey, it makes it all worth it. Sorry. Raising Magnus was pure joy. From the moment Lexi and I got him, we were in love. Magnus was a silly, hold on one second. Magnus was a silly, goofy boy who loved to play from the very beginning. We shared countless adventures together. He was the best companion I could have asked for, especially on those 12-hour drives to Arizona to visit my daughter. Magnus always knew that when he had his jacket on, it was time to work, and when it came off, it was time to play. One of my favorite memories will always be our nightly cuddle time. Every night, I'd lay on the floor with blankets and pillows, and we'd snuggle. Magnus was Magnus was the best at that. Yeah, that's our next guide dog that we're training right now. Sorry, Nugget. Magnus was the best at that, resting his head on my legs, stomach, or chest, just staring at me until he drifted off to sleep. There were so many times I'd be completely uncomfortable but wouldn't dare move because I didn't want to disturb him. It was truly an honor and privilege to co-raise him. I'm so proud of the amazing dog he's become and beyond excited that he's been partnered with Clayton. After speaking with Clayton the other night, I can see he's the perfect match for Magnus. I wish them both a lifetime filled with trust, joy, and unbreakable bond that comes from working side by side.
Hi, I'm Sharon. I co-raised with Julie. I'm scripted because I can't talk in front of a lot of people. A dog can be defined as a pet that gives everything they have without ever questioning why. They give us all their love without conditions or limits, and they teach us patience and loyalty. But Magnus isn't just simply a dog or a pet. He's Clayton's new partner, and as a team, they will improve each other's quality of life. It doesn't matter how many puppies in training you've raised. Each one changes you, heals you, and owns a piece of you. And so what they say is true. The price of a good guide dog is a piece of your heart. And vice versa. When a guide dog goes off to start a new life with their forever person, a piece of them always stays behind. It has been a privilege to be loved by puppy Magnus. A guide dog can be described as a dog that finds you when you need them the most, filling a void you didn't even know you had. They don't just walk beside you, but rather they become an extension of you. Clayton, I know that Magnus will make your life fuller, better, and richer with his silliness, his strong will, his work ethic, and his unconditional love. Congratulations on graduating, and I can't wait to hear about your adventures together as you take on the world.
Thank you. And next up, we have Sarah Soper of Waterville, Ohio. She received Valley, a female yellow Labrador Retriever raised by Sangeeta and Mihir Joshi of Pleasanton, California. Sarah works in the Accessibility Services Office at the University of Toledo. She is excited to introduce Valley to her friends, coworkers, husband, and 2 sons. She can't wait for all the great adventures that lay ahead of them.
Woo, so Stacy was upset about having to go first. I had to go last. I had to hear all these things and cry for every single person. Oh my gosh, okay. So here's where we'll start. So my sister referenced when we were 16 and we came out here to train with our first guide dogs. And we came a couple days early. We stayed with our Aunt Kate and Uncle Chris. We got to see Phantom of the Opera. We went and saw, we went and saw Clueless. So if that dates us, now it's like an AARP commercial. And it was an amazing time. The day before we went for training, there was a graduation. And Stacy and I went to this graduation and we were like, oh, it's almost our turn. It's almost our turn. And then they had this woman who did in-home training. I couldn't remember for the life of me what her name was. And I don't remember her dog's name, but it was a flower name. But she got up there and she goes very calmly and like very sweetly, this was my 9th. This is my 9th. And I thought in my 16-year-old head, like, oh my gosh, she is old. She is so old. You guys, this is my 9th guide dog, and I don't think I'm that old. So, okay, I had to start off with a little of that because this is kind of an emotional day, right? It's so emotional. So I'm going to start off with the things that I can do non-emotionally. So I first want to thank the dorm staff here at Guide Dogs. Every time we come back for training, oh my gosh, like our rooms are clean and our food is amazing, and every time they treat you like you're like part of their family. And like every 2 weeks, you guys, they do this like over and over, and they're so nice to everybody. And like maybe after like, 6 classes that year, I'd be like, stop asking for ice and stop asking for ibuprofen, and who wants to make you creme brulee anyway? But they don't do that. They really don't. They're so wonderful to us, everybody in our dorm. It's amazing. And then, okay, and the donors. You guys, like the things that people do so that we can work with these beautiful, amazing dogs. I mean, look at Valley. Isn't she gorgeous? Like I know, all the work that went into this dog. It's not her birthday today, though, but all the work that went into her, that is expensive. Her raising, her training, her harness, and her leash is around her head, and all the things that, went into this, the vet care, all of it. That is because there are people that donate and give for our dogs and for us, and we are eternally thankful for that. Okay, I can do all the rest. I can do it. So I'm just going to say that this class was a little bit difficult for me. My previous guide dog, Polaris, passed away very unexpectedly 7 months ago. He was not old. He was young. And so for the first time in 30 years, and now I'm outing my age again, I was completely alone with no guide dog, no retired guide dog, and I would tell them, like, I feel like I'm missing part of my body, like a piece of my soul is gone. Like it was awful. And my coworkers and my friends, people have been so wonderful caring for me. And when I got invited to class, my twin was actually invited to a class a couple ahead of me because her dog, Daniela, had worked a long career and was going to retire. And I was like, I don't know if I can do this again. Like 9 times, like how do I trust and love another dog and like start the process all over me? My heart is just like cracked all over the floor. And Stacy's like, Sarah, I would be in your class. Do you think they'd let us? I said, I don't know. And she goes, you should ask. And I'm like, no, that's like really annoying. I'm not going to be like high maintenance and ask that question. She's like, ask the question. Your dog died. Like you can ask the question. Of course, she said it caring, of course. But so I sent them an email and I said, is there any way Stacy can be in my class? This is really hard for me. And they said yes. So for the first time in 30 years, the twins are back in class together, and thank you to Guide Dogs. And our instructor team has been amazing because, we're a little over the top, as you can tell, a little exuberant, and they were so wonderful to us. I had a hard time, you guys. This is hard. I just, when you lose a dog the way that I lost Polaris, you think to yourself, like, can I do this again? Can I be vulnerable and open up and allow another dog in? And poor Kareth, the first walk I took with Valley, I got back and I was like, oh my God, Kareth, I think you need to give me a grandpa dog. Like, I don't think I can do this. Like, oh my God, like, she is too smart and you just need to give me like an old man dog. And Kareth goes, Sarah, did you ask for an old man dog? And I said, no, I asked for every single thing that you gave me in Valley, but I just don't know if I'm like good enough for her. And she was like, okay, let's just take a couple more walks. Okay, just take a couple more walks. And I was like, okay, let's give her a chance. And by walk number 3, it was poetry in motion, and she was perfect for me. So I appreciate so much for Kareth and for Darren and for Bobby, who hopefully is at his fun wedding having a great time. Bobby trained Valley, and she's just the most brilliant of dogs, and I've waited my whole life for a dog like her. She has brought me joy and, okay, hold on, I can do it. She's brought me love, and it was so amazing. Thank you. It was so amazing to open up and trust another dog. Coming from the first walker, I was like, OMG, I forget how to make left turns. Like, I haven't done it in 7 months. Like, I can't turn. Like, how do I forget how to turn left? To now, where Valley is just this perfect for me dog, and I'm so thankful to have her, and I'm so thankful for her puppy raisers. Okay, I can do this part too. You know, we have so many people. Stacy thanked a lot of people that are here, and so I won't do it again, but I love you guys and thank you for coming. And we meet so many people when we have these dogs that touch our lives and become a part of our lives for a long time. I mean, my 4th dog's puppy raiser is here. My 4th dog passed away like 10 years ago. And we met in 2004, and she's here celebrating with us today. Our bestie from college is here. I mean, so many people, guide dog instructor friends that we love are here, all because we've been partnered with our guide dogs and all the people that they bring into our lives. And now we get to add more people with our puppy raisers who do so much for us and love these dogs and do all the hard stuff that I don't want to do, like house train and, you know, teach them not to eat things and do all the things. And Sangeeta, I'm so thankful for you and so thankful that Valley was loved. And I promise you that she will be loved for all her days. And I will give her a beautiful life, and we will stay in touch forever and ever. So thank you very much, everyone.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sangeeta. I'm going to look at my notes. Okay. I'm glad I did because this is hard. So I'm Sangeeta. I have my son Mihir here and my club members here who have been great help in raising Valley. We started puppy raising about a little over 9 years ago. We picked up our first puppy, went to the shop, bought a couple of T-shirts, one of which read, "Raise a puppy and change life." Little did we know how true that would be. Raising these dogs has enriched our lives in ways I could have never imagined. I honestly cannot picture our family without them. My kids were little then. Puppy raising taught them compassion and responsibility, and we learned and continue to learn patience, consistency, positive reinforcement, and that every pup is unique, that there is no one-size-fits formula. We ask help, we lean on the GDB community, and do everything we can to give each puppy the best chance to succeed in what they are meant to do, all while enjoying these playful puppies and sweet companionship along the way. Most importantly, we learned how to love deeply and then gracefully let go when they are ready. Honestly, I think puppy raising should be prerequisite for parenting or any professional career for that matter as well, because the lessons we learn here are truly apply everywhere. Sarah, thank you for journaling those past 2 weeks. Reading those reflections helped me understand just how much happens in just short period of time. The rigor, dedication, teamwork, and the trust you build with someone you have just met, it's remarkable. Congratulations to all the teams who are graduating today. Now, our lovely diva, Valley. She is a sweetheart. She's beautiful, smart, softest fur, biggest heart, cuddly, happy-go-lucky, and always ready for a snuggle. With Halloween coming around the corner, I have to say she's one dog who let me dress her up in so many ways, and she enjoyed taking those pictures as well. And if guide work hadn't worked out for her, she had a strong backup career as a field hockey star. With her impressive stick and ball coordination, she was great. She brought us so much joy. I could talk about her all day. But Sarah, you captured that perfectly when you nicknamed her as Rockstar. That is truly what she is. Sarah, we can already see the strong bond you two have formed. Thank you for trusting her. Knowing Valley is going to go in such a loving and caring home brings us so much joy and happiness. I wish you both a joyful journey together, and I hope to hear Valley forward for many, many years to come. Thank you.
So we actually have 2 more clients. They received in-home training and hybrid training. So I'm going to be reading notes from them and their puppy raisers. So first up, we have Megan Moore of Redmond, Oregon. She received hybrid training with Danson, a male yellow Labrador retriever raised by Karen Nalu and Dennis Lowry of Goleta, California. And a note from Megan. I feel incredibly grateful and blessed to have Danson in my life. He's already making all of our adventures safer and even more fun. I would like to thank the puppy raiser and everyone who contributed to my training and positive experience. So the photo description behind me is Megan is standing at a local park with Danson sitting in harness at her side. They're both smiling at the camera. In the background is a grassy area and trees with red and yellow autumn leaves. A note from the puppy raiser. Congratulations to Megan and Mr. Handsome Danson. Danson has been on a slow but steady journey right from the start, and now he has received his ultimate reward for his patience by being so perfectly paired. I requested Danson after seeing his photo in a lineup of puppies in need of a raiser. He had the most soulful looking puppy eyes I'd ever seen, and he really spoke to my heart. I know looks can be deceiving, but that turned out to not be the case with him. He was so sweet and always so calm. He took the world in at a snail's pace, but that was okay because we were on Danson time. But when he turned 12 months old, I started doing fitness walks with him and a new puppy emerged. Those walks almost killed me, but he loved them. He also came to life when he got to play with other puppies or when I would sing the song Dance With Me by Orleans. We often called him Dance for short, and the lyrics seemed to be kind of fitting. But I must admit there was a little dancing involved, which got him excited. He was a joy to raise. I wish I could give him a big hug. Mostly, I want to wish Megan and Danson a safe and beautiful journey going forward, filled with love and endless puppy snuggles. He will forever be that calm little puppy to me. The photos behind me are 2 photos. The first is a young Danson sitting in a bed in the puppy center looking at the camera with his puppy dog eyes. The second is an older Danson looking through a glass window. The window shows his reflection, which appears to be looking right at the camera. And lastly, we have Rachel Gerald of Kingsbury, Texas. She received in-home training with Folk, a male golden retriever raised by Leslie and Mark Graham of Danville, California. And Folk's raiser have their leader, Mary Alice, standing in to read a note from them. But first, a note from Rachel. Guide dog handlers are like proud grandparents. My guide dog comes first in my life. In return, Folk gives me his all. Folk brings me joy and my confidence back. He has given me my freedom to have a great life. With Folk by my side, anything is possible. I believe the best compliment I can get with my guide is, "Are you training that dog?" White canes will do in a pinch, and sighted guides sometimes have short attention spans, but our guides worship the ground we walk on. Thank you, guide dogs, Folk's puppy raisers, and our sponsors, Wendy and Bill, that have made all this possible. The photo description is Rachel and Folk. standing in a large fenced yard on Rachel's property. The team is smiling at the camera, and in the background are 2 brown cows standing near a fence and also several horses.
Okay, we're set. I'm Mary Alice Pinkham, and I'm from the Danville Puppy Raising Club. This is Lego. Lego is a 10-month-old golden retriever that I'm raising with Leslie and Mark Graham, and he is a half-brother to Falk. Falk has been sponsored, which has been mentioned before, by Bill and Wendy Gershon, and is named in memory of Jeremy Falk, who is a son of a good friend of theirs. As I speak, Leslie and Mark are landing at SFO, and they asked me to pass this message along from them. Let's see if I can. This is from Leslie. We are so sorry to miss this special occasion, but are glad that Mary Alice could be here for us. Falk was our 21st puppy. He was from the first litter of the breeder we raised, Chipper, who served as a wonderful mentor for Falk. Falky was such a sweet and gentle boy. We took him on many adventures, such as driving 635 miles to the boring campus fun day, along with Dad Chipper, to meet his litter mates, and he was such a good traveler. We also took him to Lake Tahoe, where he met his new best friend, a corgi named Jake. And back at home, he went everywhere with us. On our daily walk, we would stop by Leslie's former school for some great socialization around kids. We now know that Falk is ready to take his new partner, Rachel, anywhere they want to go. I'd also like to add that the cost of Falk's harness has been donated by the Danville Puppy Raising Club.
And in the photo description, we have 2 photos. The first shows Falk wearing his green puppy vest sitting between raisers Leslie and Mark during recall drop-off on campus. The second photo is Falk laying down with his head resting on the bottom shelf of a shopping cart, looking directly at the camera. So let's please do one more round of applause for the class of 1038. Great job, guys. All right, and next up we have Darren Walsh, who's going to be narrating a quick training demonstration.
Thank you, Kareth. Pardon me while I get some props. This part of the show requires some setup. Here I am. All right, let's talk through clicker training. Those of you in the audience, raise your hand if you know what a clicker is. Yeah? Oh my gosh, everybody, nearly everybody. Anybody brave enough to shout out what it is used for? Training. Hey, look at that. What specifically, anybody? All right, well, all right, I'll get you. So, a clicker is a device that makes a noise. Those of you in the front row, you may, if you have dogs, they might get excited. It makes a noise, like I said. And that noise, when paired with food, tells the dog that they did the right behavior. And it can be a very powerful tool to help reinforce behaviors such as when a dog does a sit or a down or targets a curb. In training, we use it quite a bit to teach a lot of our obedience behaviors as well as our guide work behaviors. So we're going to do a quick demonstration. Kareth has sidestepped over here, and she's now got a dog in training. This is Yellow Lab female, Serenade. So the first part of introducing clicker training is to pair the sound that the clicker makes with food. So she's just going to click random behaviors. This part goes really quick because the dog really loves enjoying food reward, right? We call this loading the clicker or introducing the clicker. Next, Kareth is going to introduce her fist as a target. Serenade has done this before, just so you know. That's why she's so good at it. Once? Oh my goodness. Okay, well, the fist target can then be transferred to whatever we want our dog to target. In this case, we're going to place our fist on the edge of this chair. Okay. Good girl, Serenade. So the goal behavior here is marking the precise moment that the dog touches her nose to Karis' hand. And Karis is now going to take a step back, walk up towards the chair, and click again. What we're doing is relating the target object to the food reward, okay? Yeah. Clients in class, did you guys do this? Oh, yes, yes, yes. How can you use this in your home area? Sure. Yeah? Anybody? What can you teach your dog to target in your home area? Anybody? Yeah. Light pole. That's a really good one. We can use it for accessible pedestrian signals. We can use it for targeting an ATM. We can use it for targeting doors, specific walkways. Those are all really important tools for our clients to back chain or target. Good. You can tell Kareth has now introduced a cue word. She's using the word chair for Serenade to target. So we have built a bridge here, right? We started by back chaining just at the edge of the chair, and now Kareth is adding distance and time to Serenade's behavior. We're going to go all the way back to the edge of the room here and see if Serenade can find the chair from the side of the room here. Tell her forward, tell her find the chair. Look at that. Right on it. Good. Perfect. Good job, Serenade. She's proud of herself. We're proud of her. And to make it meaningful, what we do is have Kareth have a seat here, and that can help reinforce that this is a target point for her. Thank you for putting that away. Class, you did it. 2 weeks. We're so proud of you. It has been my pleasure to watch you guys develop as a team over the last 2 weeks, and it's been just an honor to watch you guys develop your bond with your dogs. And we hope that taking this 2 weeks out of your normal life has been empowering, and we look forward to all of the adventures you share with us as your time with your guides it develops in the field. So congratulations once more. We appreciate you. Thank you. I'm going to pass it back to Kate Kuzminski for some closing remarks.
That was great. That was awesome. I hope everyone had a really great day today. Thank you all for joining us today. If you are interested in volunteering or joining our staff, or know anyone who would benefit from our services, please visit guidedogs.com. You are all invited to purchase a ticket to the holiday luncheon on Friday, December 5th at the beautiful Westin St. Francis Hotel in San Francisco. More information can be found on the back of your programs or on the postcards in the back of the room. This is our largest fundraising event of the year and features a puppy delivery and a puppy parade. Who doesn't want to see a puppy parade? I hope you will consider joining us to kick off the holiday season and to fundraise for the amazing programs you learned about today. It should be a really great event. If you would like to make a donation to support our mission, please text to donate by texting partnerships to 50155. Again, that text number is 50155, and the word is partnerships. And for our viewers at home, that wraps up our live stream. We hope to see you soon. For those of you who are in the room today, please join us for some refreshments next door. Our gift shop is open at the top of campus. If you want to check out all of the fun gifts, clothes, dog toys, have at it. Thank you, everybody, and again, congratulations to everybody today. Thank you all. Bye-bye.